From field number 4, this is the Presidio League action. The San Diego Surf White and CV Manchester. Let's get the lineup for both squads. First, for CV Manchester, number 4 will be Jeffrey Hansen. Number 5 is Jack Farfel. Number 7 is Daniel Delgado. Number 8 is Reed Gross. Number 10 is Ethan Henderson. Number 11 is George Cole. Number 12 is Sebastian Demas. And 14 is Harrison Herz. The keeper will be Liam Konecki. And let's get the lineup for the San Diego Surf. It's going to be Etan Riznier. He is going to be number 17. Number 5 is Ezekiel Mata at left mid. Brazier is playing center mid. Right mid is going to be Ismael Uno. And he's number 6. Number 7 at forward is Michael Scavuzzo. He's the forward. And number 8 at forward is Chase Marion. And number 9 at defender is Jorge Montgomery. At left defender is number 11, Keon Hogan. Number 12 at center mid is Francisco Gomez. Number 13 at forward or mid is Christopher Hegart. And number 15 at right defender is Derek Stevenson. CV Manchester in the red and white will be going from left to right on your picture screen, and from right to left is the San Diego Surf. Shift colors, we are underway for all you sailors out there past and present. And that ball in the defensive half of the Surf now, and they gather together. 8v8 action here in the boys under 9. Here at the San Diego Polo Grounds, here in the city of Del Mar. On it now is Farfel, pushing it up to midfield. He's got it over to Herz. Herz on a move, and a whistle. And it must have been a foul on a play.
Drop the ball, right in front of it.
So foul call, and it'll be a free kick for CV Manchester.
Other side of him, goal side.
Who's the keeper for
right
this?
there. Jorge, 7. Derek, help. Good, Jorge, not tight.
And a shot and a save by Christopher Hegart. Nice save by Chris Hegart.
Up over the top, guys.
Okay.
Good.
And that ball in the defensive half again of the Surf, and on a move is Ethan Henderson. His service turns out to be a shot and a save by Hegart. Nice play by Hegart coming off his line and anticipating it turning out to be a shot and not giving up a rebound for a striker right in front of him. That ball is pushed out of play at far side touchline. 0-0. You score opening minutes of the match's Presidio League match. Chase Marion now. Marion going out wide and or rather along the right flank. And that ball now in the central. CV Manchester going to push it out of their own defensive half. On a run is Henderson, and he's dispossessed that time. The Surf have it. Under a lot of pressure is Marion. And he pushes it across midfield, regaining the soccer ball. Nicely done. Over to Gomez. Gomez, a service into the box. He's got a player there, but that time he could not continue on. And now here's a shot, and a defender on the line is able to save it for the CV Manchester. But still, the Surf have it. Buzzing around in the attacking area. The shot, and it's a little bit too high. Jorge Montgomery with his shot that time, and way too high.
Okay. Jorge, you can't run by us anymore, okay? Give him more space.
So 0-0 your score in this match. And up to midfield now. Running onto it is Brezinier. And that ball is on over to Scavuzzo. And dispossessed, and the center ref says play on now. Some of the under 9 games, you do not have 3 refs. You only have 1 ref. But in this match, you've got 3. You got a center ref now and 2 linesmen. And a call by the central ref.
Michael Shea, Poncho Shea. Great escape all out.
In the defensive half of CV Manchester again to serve on the move, a nice pass out wide to Montgomery, and Montgomery is dispossessed there in the attacking third. And out of the deep back, CV Manchester on the near side on the right flank. Nice run there by Ethan Henderson. Henderson pushing that ball in the defensive half of the serve now, and it'll be a throw-in. Throw-in by Reed Gross. Reed looking for his teammate, Henderson, and it's knocked out by the serve. Reed throws it again. Looking for Henderson. Henderson, Ethan has it in the corner. Ethan stops the soccer ball. Service into the 18-yard box. Tries to get a subsequent strike, and they weren't able to do that as a serve. Winning the soccer ball out of their 18, pushing across midfield. CV Manchester again, back upfield. However, now dispossessed with it, going back the other way. Was CV Manchester's the serve, now the shot. And just wide of the net, the far post. I believe that was Scavuzzo taking his shot. 0-0 your score, the goal kick. CV Manchester in his 8v8 match. I'm Greg G.K. Porter with George Langevin on the camera. Always proud to have him on the camera. Here's a nice move, and it's Marion. Takes a shot, and he had his teammate that time, Scavuzzo, and he just couldn't get a strike onto the soccer ball and put it in the back of the net. It had a little bit too much pace on it that time. But Scavuzzo, a nice run on a beautiful pass by Marion, and a good run by he. Still 0-0. CV Manchester out of their own half. Off the 6, the goal kick. The serve, trying to win it. On the near side, Henderson, a nice early ball. And getting over there was Derek Stevenson. Nicely done. To not allow him to go any further. The throw in by Reed Gross. Into the 18, and a save by Hagart. Chris Hagart want to go off to the left. Get the offense started. Chase Marion chasing it down, and it is going out of play on the near side. It'll be a throw-in for CV Manchester.
Ish, ready, it's coming. Drop off, Jorge, don't let it go over your head.
CV Manchester's Reed Gross throws it in again, and a header nicely done that time by Breziner. On the run, and a save that time. Francisco Gomez with a shot for the serve, but a save by Konecki. Liam, who's made a few good saves in this match, but he's also been pressured, and attempts have gone awry by the serve, who nearly could have put one in the back, a couple maybe in the back of the net.
Side, Jorge, don't let him run.
On the left flank, they try to move it up. CV Manchester, but staying strong defensively there. The serve, pushing it all the way back in their defensive third. The serve, gonna throw it in. Breziner
In the box.
goes out wide now to Francisco Gomez, who's looking back to Breziner, and that ball is dispossessed by CV Manchester. They go up to midfield, but they run into a heavy traffic, and an intercept, and a ball sent down toward the attacking third, but running onto it now is Chase Marion. Marion with it. Marion trying to stop the soccer ball, and he stays after it, still trying to get it, and he wins it just onto the top of the box. Into the box now, and CV Manchester have to get it out of play on the near side. Protecting in their space at 18. And it's going to be a throw-in for the serve. Breziner now. Out on top to Gomez. Into the box. A dangerous play. And coming off is a keeper off his line to make the save. And it was lastly touched out. That time by the serve past the goal line. So CB Manchester with a goal kick. Substitutions on the far side. You see number 5 coming out, and that's Jack Farfel. And his teammate coming in. Didn't quite get the number, but if we miss any numbers, we will mention them as they touch that soccer ball in this match. On the pitch, on the near side.
Go back door, tight.
You see the run by Hers, and Hers dispossessed. Staying and getting support there was Henderson into the box, and Henderson again, and an intercept that time. Into the 18. Again, a serve, winning it and pushing it out. Couple of nice strikes in that box, and going behind him that time was Stevenson, but no problem for Hagart, ranging to his left to get to the soccer ball. To midfield, the surf now, and it's nice slide tackle there, done well by Jeffrey Hansen of CB Manchester to push it out of play to keep the surf from going down his left flank. The throw in by Jorge Montgomery, and another challenge, and a good job again. CB Manchester not allowing it to go any further. However, the throw is into the 18-yard box. After it is Cavuzzo, and up in the air. CB Manchester winning it, pushing it to midfield. Henderson chasing it down, and it is off of his cleat. It'll be a throw in by the serve. Substitution for the serve.
Derek, let Kian take it.
Coming in now is Hogan. Kian Hogan. Throw in by the serve. Chase Marion on a near side, keeping it going forward to Francisco Gomez. The service, a strike, and CB Manchester wins it, pushes it out of their 18. To the far side, chasing it down is Uno. Ismael Uno chasing it down, but he can't get to it as they push it up the field. See, now here's Uno winning it. Uno over to Gomez. Gomez on the move. Gomez cuts it back, gives it to his teammate there, Uno, towards the 18, but CB Manchester wins the soccer ball, being tough at the top of their box. And a collision on the near side, and no call by the central ref. Bresner. Here is Henderson on the move. Henderson trying to show his speed, and he goes down in the box, but Hagard gets to the soccer ball. No call by the central ref, and it'll be a ball pushed off to the right. And now we have a whistle as Henderson kind of gets up slowly. Henderson on his attempt to get into the 18, basically running into the back of a player, and he's trying to shake it off. He might get substituted here. He wants to try to stay in. And the central ref going to do a drop kick. It's going to be Bresner, it looks like.
Derek, slide in. Derek, drop.
Bresner, and we can't see the number of the other. Yeah, and it is Reed Gross. Serve, almost a handball that time, but not quite.
Mark in the middle.
Strike that time by Daniel Delgado, one of the players who came into this match a while ago. Goes out of play. CB Manchester is going to have the opportunity to throw it in with Jeffrey Hansen. Hansen throws it in. Pass Henderson into the box, but Hagard has it. And he comes out with it and drives it down to central. Want to get a runner down there. Cross midfield, he has one. And now the pass out wide to Marion, and another challenge. And Hansen has done that quite well here in the first half, protecting on his right defender spot. Throw in though by the serve in a 0-0 match into the box. The header by Delgado still bouncing around, and here's Delgado with it. He'll go straight up the central now. He's got a runner, and that is hers. But coming way off his line is Haggard. He's got to be careful and get back, and he does. And his teammates help him out by controlling the soccer ball. And that is Francisco Gomez. He goes out wide, and it was intercepted by Cole. Cole pushing it up along the left flank, and it's going to be a throw-in for CV Manchester, lastly knocked out by the serve. And substitutions are going to come in. In this 0-0 match, 8v8, boys under 9, Presidio League action. Greg G.K. Porter with you. George Langevin on the camera up here in the San Diego Polo Grounds. And we'll be here in the month of November. This is the last day of October. So we'll be here very soon, a couple weeks or so, for the College Cup, or the College Showcase that they have here. And that ball is out of play. The throw in, CV Manchester to Delgado. Back to his teammate, he takes a shot, but no problem for Haggard as that ball was way wide of the net. And Chris will go back and get it started for his team in a 0-0 match here in the first half. Time running out in the first half. Neither team has put one in the back of the net, although the Surf has had some quality chances on the near side. It goes off of Delgado. It'll be a throw-in. Ezekiel Mata will throw it in. And Zeke looking for a teammate. He's got one there. Try to give it back to Zeke, and it goes out of play as Hansen knocks it out.
Show your feet, Chase. Good.
Ezekiel throws it in again.
It's on, ready?
Toward the 18. Intercepted. Delgado pushing it up, but his pass intercepted nicely that time by Stevenson, pushing it up forward. Uno, and then now Stevenson in support.
Up off, cover-ish, cover!
Got another teammate as Bresner toward the 18. And Delgado pushes it out wide. Here's Mata. Mata's left-footed shot and hit the top of the post. Mata hit the top of the post that time. Beautiful shot, and he just missed, making it 1-0 for the serve.
Eric,
and we know that Ezekiel Mata will drive that ball with his left foot. Bresner in his space. One at time by Demas. And they go up their left flank now looking for Hers. Hers can't get to it. The defenders get to it first. However, they push it right in the central. And the red and white have numbers there. But it caroms over to the near side. The serve. Try to go up the field, but Hansen on the intercept, and now intercept by the serve. Hansen goes back for it. Hansen still after it. He does some quite good challenges, and he does it again, and this time he pushes it out wide. He's got Henderson on the move. Ethan Henderson, a shot at just over the top of the net that time by Ethan Henderson. Nice run by Ethan Henderson for CV Manchester. And he nearly had that bending ball in below the crossbar. Now retreating back has to be Hansen. And did he get him with the body? And he did. Ezekiel Mata will have the free kick. Free kick for Mata. Watching it from the big boom, the overhead camera. We don't use it too often, but we will when we have to. If you need us to do that, let us know. Here's the left-footed strike and a rebound. They can't get the rebound, but here's another shot by President and a save by the keeper that time, Konecki.
Can you win it? There,
Nicely done by Bresner to follow up the soccer ball in support and push it right back at the keeper. And now here they go again. Nicely done that time by Hogan. It's nice to have defenders come up and help you out towards that offensive attack. The ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in. for the serve. With the blue lettering over the white shirts and shorts. That ball is kicked out by Delgado. And it'll be a throw-in. Francisco Gomez getting it in, looking for Marion. Doesn't work that time. However, they get to throw it in again. CV Manchester going to get a fresh player in. Jack Farfel is into the match. Still 0-0 here on the pitch. Not a lot of time left in the first half in this AV8 Boys Under 9 match on the last day of October. Play in the Presidio League, the Coast Soccer League here in Southern California has heated up. The first place, Surf White, trying to continue on in their winning ways here in 2010. Toward the 18-yard box, and Henderson pushes that one by the goal line. Nobody there. Henderson just turning around, Ethan. Just driving it towards what would be the net in quick fashion. Jorge Montgomery now into the match, as Francisco Gomez comes out for a breather. Hagart. Intercepted. The serve. Cross midfield. Hansen again. Pushing it up forward, looking for Henderson. And a foul into space. Too much that time by Kean Hogan, and it'll be a free kick. Free kick just outside the 18. Ethan Henderson is going to take it. Ethan Henderson now is going to take the free kick. Henderson for CV Manchester, the bending ball, and it is deflected past the goal line that time. He nearly had a teammate be able to control it, but it bended away from him in a very tough play at this age, Harrison Hers, and it goes past the goal line. But it might have went off. It went off of one of the Surf players, so it's going to be a CK. Set piece here. I believe that was this is the first one of the match for CV Manchester. Could be wrong. And it swings on the exterior of the 18-yard box, and the Surf win it. Trying to go down to central. Mata intercept, deflects toward the central now. Going after it is Marion, but he can't get to it. Here's Delgado. Delgado challenged that time. He steps over it, and it goes out wide. Coming on to it is Farfel, and it goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for the Surf, as CV Manchester couldn't control it along the left for the far side touchline. And their left flank. In the central. Here's Delgado. 50-50 winning the Surf, winning that one. And trying to go out wide, going down one of the Surf players. No calls. Central ref says play on. And down the left flank, and it goes out of play. And it's going to be a throw-in no by the Surf. Not a lot of time left in the first half. Delgado in the space. He wins it. Delgado, an early ball. Is he on sides? He is, and Hagard comes out and makes a big play. Christopher Hagard, nice decision to come off his line. He saw Henderson coming at him, and he was able to get to the soccer ball first, as Henderson was bearing down on him. 50-50, it's struck by CV Manchester, out of play, so the Surf will throw it in. But no, they say it's off the Surf. The linesman who was in one of our videos back during the summertime, his team won the championship. The Academy, the Surf Academy, getting to do the linesman duties today. He said hello before the beginning of the match.
Yeah, behind you.
One of the more fantastic matches ever done in LangevinProductions.com. And this one goes toward the wide, staying after it, and knocked down was Ismael Uno. And it looks like it's going to be a foul and a free kick. Ismael trying to go after that soccer ball, and he ran up on the back and knocked down. Another set piece, opportunity for the Surf. Try to sneak one in before the end of halftime. They don't get a lot on that one, so it's going to be intercepted by George Cole up the central. And now they get another strike from the deep back, the midfield, but cutting it off is Stevenson, reduces the size of the field to Ono. He's got a teammate in the central to the box. He takes a shot, and lastly, Hansen gets over there. A beautiful play in the central of the 18-yard box. Jeffrey Hansen has played spectacularly for his CV Manchester club. The header could be a tough play, however, getting to it is a Surf, trying to get to the central with it, but they cannot. Taken away by the red and white. To the outside now, chasing it down, Jorge Montgomery. And it was lastly off of him, and it'll be a throw-in. 0-0. Your score?
Behind 14. Good kid, get back here.
We had a GOP historic moment. Dateline, March 19, 2010. A speedy run on the right flank by Tiana Fujimoto gave the Kaoi Express an early 1-0 lead, only to be equaled by CZ Elite. And Gladys Reyes rebound off the keeper less than 60 seconds later in the Players College Showcase. Kauai Express of Hawaii won the match 4-1. The exchange of goals was one of the fastest ever in a girls under 16 category. That's another GLP historic moment. As you just heard, the double whistle. That's the end of the first half. You will see the intermission. The players intently watching their coaches, and we'll be right back here at the San Diego Polo Grounds. Keeper change for the San Diego Surf in this Presidio League match with CV Manchester. They're going to have Jorge Montgomery, who's going to be the keeper in the second half. They'll be going from left to right on your video screen, and from right to left will be CV Manchester. Be able to get to see some of the players that were on the other side of the field this time on this side, running around on the pitch for both clubs. Again, 30-minute halves, or make that 25, correction. Minute halves in his boys under 9 match. George Langevin on the camera, and I'm Greg G.K. Porter. LandryProductions.com. Watching on the run there was Haggard. And remember, he was the keeper in the first half, but saved, though, by Liam Konecki.
Good. Together.
Come on, sir.
Konecki was under a lot of pressure in that first half. And the serve just weren't able to get one in the back of the net. More so than CV Manchester, but CV Manchester had a couple of plays. They just didn't have enough to really get them good quality chances. On the near side to serve. Nice run by Stevenson to push it. Goes all the way across the goal line. But he just keeps a mental mindset to CV Manchester that he can come up and drive the soccer ball in this smallish field. When we say 18-yard, it's not actually 18 yards or 6 yards, but it has to be marked off in a fashion much smaller, kind of like Little League do professional baseball. And in the 18-yard box, CV Manchester trying to protect again, and Konecki is able to make the save as a player flies over the top of him that time. And again, Demas chasing it down. Hansen, you saw him on the near side, making good plays. You'll see him on the wide side defensively, and the outside defender spot for CV Manchester. If there were 3 stars in the first half, so to speak, he'd have to be one of them, because he made some really fabulous plays that stopped the serve from initially getting more quality chances at putting them in the back of the net. CV Manchester in a 0-0 match, throwing it in from the far side touchline, looking for Ethan Henderson, who was very active in the first half. In a 0-0 match, but the serve winning it. Try to come down, and that ball is popped out, and it's going to be a corner kick. Nice run by Chase Marion. He was double teamed, and they were able to knock that ball out of play on the nice run by Chase Marion. Here is the serve with the CK. The set piece from the far side touchline, an outswinger. The header brought down, and it is knocked past the goal line. Scavuzzo trying to control the soccer ball, could not do it that time. Tough to do, though, on these balls up in the air, and players at this young age try to control the velocity of soccer ball and bring it down. But trust me, they get better and better as they get older. And every once in a while, you see a player that's just extraordinary at being able to do that type of thing, but not very often is the rule. Throw it in to Uno. Uno getting it back over to Stevenson. Stevenson on the run. Stevenson, a service. He's got a teammate. It's up in the air, and a header. Again, Marion, Stevenson, and he can't keep it in.
Pancho, back 5, trying to win it. Ish, right, left.
Haggard making it plays on that one. In the 18. The header by Hogan, down to Central, and a save, and another chance, but will it be a goal?
It's a goal, he's already running back.
And the Central ref, he hasn't made a ruling yet. It's a goal, 1-0, the Surf.
That happened because you stepped up and won that ball right there.
I guess it was Ismael Uno that put it in the back of the net. Uno getting the goal. And we'll check and see who actually put that one in the back of the net. Uno being celebrated with, and sometimes that doesn't turn out to be the player that put it in the back of the net. You saw it from the overhead viewpoint. I do not have a monitor looking at what you see on your video screen. Into the 18-yard box. And that ball rolls all the way over to the keeper.
Michael, where's it going to land?
Konecki. But it doesn't matter. The Surf lead 1-0. Down to Central. Haggard, and then a shot on a save by Konecki again. This time Scavuzzo with a blast. And Konecki protecting the near post. Nice save by Liam.
Good.
Here they go again, a Surf, and they're really peppering that 18-yard box here in the second half. They got one goal. They're looking for two, and they've got it. Go, 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 goal! Francisco Gomez, and it is 2-0, and the Surf now have put two in the first 10 minutes of this second half.
Nothing big. Pancho, that's Chris's job. Touch. Good.
Touched by Haggard. On the wide. CV Manchester winning it, and they're trying to go the other way, and they haven't been in the defensive half very often here in the second half. Here's a shot and a save that time.
Guys, a little dangerous right there.
Jorge Montgomery, the keeper, making a save.
Chris, you ready? There it is.
And here's Haggard. Haggard, nice cut. And he gets it to his teammate. He takes a shot, but Hansen is there. Oh, Chase Marion was robbed that time as Hansen stepped in front of him and took the soccer ball away. But the Surf still lead 2-0. And upfield, a player goes down. That might have been Hogan who went down. And it is.
Come on, buddy, you gotta finish.
Kian gets back up. He's going to stay in a soccer match. CV Manchester with a free kick out of their own half. They get it up forward to Hurst. And Delgado trying to chase it down, and Daniel didn't get to it. On the near side is Surf, and he pushed it out of play. It's going to be a throw-in now by Francisco Gomez. He's got a goal, and going in the box, taking a shot, and he just missed the far post. That was Haggard, and Haggard's having fun now as he is on the pitch, not in the nets as he was in the first half, and he's really adding a lot of pressure on the defenders of CV Manchester. Up the Central, intercepted. Scavuzzo trying to get to it, and Michael gets to it now. He's in the box. He still controls it, but then loses it. Goes after it, still has it. Scavuzzo got a teammate there open, but he just couldn't get to it, and that had been Marion. And now a foul in his face, and that's going to go against CV Manchester.
Michael was right there. Did you feel the run?
Very close to being a card, but not this time. And actually, that's going to go against the Surf. The Surf with the foul, or was it an offsides? Or it must have been an offsides call. I didn't see that one. Offsides intercepted by the Surf. Just saw the player going down out wide, and CV Manchester now into space, chasing it down is Francisco Gomez, and it goes out of play. Going to be a throw-in. Look like some fresh players are going to come in for the Surf when they get a chance.
Why not, Derek?
Nicely done by Stevenson on the long ball into the corner of the box. And going after it was Haggard. He went down. And what do we have? It's going to be a throw-in. Throw-in by the Surf. Far side touchline, into the box. It goes out. Now they're going to have a corner kick. Knocked out by CV Manchester. They're down 2-0 here in the second half as the Surf have heated up, as the day is heated up.
Pancho, Chase, get in.
Here to San Diego Polo Grounds. Up at the 18, the header, the goal! got the goal, and it is 3-0. Just as I had mentioned that they had heated up, he is able to head that ball beautifully and brilliantly in the back of the net.
Put a header, buddy.
And 2 players come in now for the serve. And that, of course, is Bresner, and also Mata is into the match. Michael Scavuzzo, he's free. He puts it in the back of the net. Goal! Go, 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 goal! Michael Scavuzzo beating the defenders and puts it in the back of the net. And now they have 4 the serve.
Right, touch the ball. All right, good job. Michael, where you playing?
CV Manchester now really has to win a soccer ball and do a lot of things to try to get back into this one or cut it in half as quickly as they can. But for some reason here in the second half, the changes made by the head coach have been enough to create a lot of problems. And coming off his line is Konecki and his serve. Maybe because they're not going towards the sun in a way. Maybe the fact that they don't have the sun in their eyes is giving them a chance to really do some things. Kind of a cute little thing there. It actually isn't the reason. They've just been playing hard. And that ball, a nice challenge done in the deep back by Stevenson. Scavuzzo chasing it down is Cole. It goes out of play. Chase Marion coming back into the match. Kean Hogan came out. More of an injury scenario. Scavuzzo throwing it in. And must have been an incorrect throwing. Unless, no, he just threw it and it went past the goal line. So, or was my first assumption right? It was. TV Manchester going to throw it in. Daniel Delgado. Daniel staying after it. Gets it out wide to Reed Gross. Henderson. Delgado. Nice heel pass. Over to Reed Gross. Gross on a move. Gross in the box. Gross and it coming over. What a nice play was Chase Marion to block that attempted try. Jorge Montgomery getting it started off to his left. Getting it going up the field. Mata and company. Service into the 18. Scavuzzo chasing it down. Dropping it back to Uno. Back to Scavuzzo. Go diagonal to Bresner. Bresner going to go out wide. He looks for Hagart, but Hagart dispossessed. Back up the field for CV Manchester. Nicely done in the deep back. Stevenson pushes it upfield. Scavuzzo, beautiful ball to feet. Over the top of the net that time. Getting it to his teammate Hagart, and Hagart pushed it over the top of the crossbar. It hit the crossbar and went over. 4-0. New White of the San Diego Surf. Leading CV Manchester. A touch there by Ezekiel Mata. And he couldn't get to it. Bresner retreats back. Mata in his space. Pushes it upfield. Gets it over to Marion. Chase Marion. 50-50. Marion goes after it. Gets it. Pushes it upfield, but that one by Hansen is pushed out of play. going to be a throw-in in this LangevinProductions.com match. Right here from the San Diego Polo Grounds in the city of Del Mar. Hope you've been enjoying all the action. Check us out on YouTube. We have a lot of the recent clips of matches that we've done, either the Coast Soccer League or Presidio. And also, we'll have some of the single-player videos, either big boom, meaning up high overhead, 30-foot camera, or just field level. Looking for it was Haggard. He didn't get to it as CB Manchester pushed across midfield. But his serve win it, and there's a foul. And Michael Scavuzzo was hit in the face, going down and probably up in the nose area, and that really disorients you. And we hope that he'll be okay. The rain was a big scenario yesterday. Thankfully, none of the games that we tried to do were canceled, and we did feel the effects, basically, of what happened with the rain as far as the mud and all that kind of stuff, and the fields being kind of sloggy, but we're able to make it work as Michael Scavuzzo was not hit on the play. It is another player. And they get it going again. That was Resiner that was hit. Eaton. And he comes out, substituted by another player, and we'll mention him as he touches that soccer ball onto the pitch. And on the near side, that ball goes out of play, chasing it down. Ismael Uno.
Michael, little break. Chase. Right side. Pancho, higher up top. Ian, high right left. Good job, Michael, little break. Come on.
Throwing it in. Receiving Manchester was that time Reed Gross. Gross tried to get to the soccer ball. He went down. And a nice strike by Chase Marion. And here's Marion now wide open. Gonna service the carom. Delgado gets to it. It caroms over to Marion, and he puts it in the back of the net. Chase Marion 5-0 now. Beautiful play as Marion was in the area, and a ball caromed over to him, and he just put it to the top side of the net. And it's served now with the big 5 in this match. You are now seeing a reason why in the 8v8 this year, Presidio League, that the San Diego Surf are a first-place team. CB Manchester playing them quite well in the first half, but in the second half it has changed. And from an offensive standpoint, and they are finishing with what they're trying to do offensively. CB Manchester is going to throw it in from the near side into the 18, and that's driven out by Haggard in the central of the box. So it's going to be a corner kick. CB Manchester, Daniel Delgado, or either Ethan Henderson will take it. Henderson is going to take it. Henderson and company would like to put one on the board. They are still in the nil category. Intercepted. Surf winning it, pushing it out of the 18. Coming up there, that time was Sebastian Demas in the central with Marion. Marion's got one of the goals, so does Haggard. He pushes it out wide to Kean Hogan. Hogan on a run from the back, and Hogan nearly put one in the back of the net. Nice run along the left flank for a defender, Kean Hogan.
Chris, back in our shape. Let's go.
Still 5-0, the Surf leading here in the second half. All the goals have come in the second half for the San Diego Surf. CB Manchester now driving it up the field with Demas. And looking for Henderson. Henderson on the move. Henderson Henderson takes a shot, and it goes past the goal line. Nice run by Ethan Henderson. You got a chance to see him near side in the first half. It's going to be a goal kick. Goal kick by the Surf with the big 5 spot of goals in this match here in the second half. And a challenge that time by Reed Gross on Ezekiel Mata. Or no, that's Ismael Uno, correction on that one. In the central now, Gomez, Francisco Gomez, goes out wide to Hogan. Hogan on the move. Hogan with Hansen in front of him, and it's going to be a foul that time. As Kean was trying to say, hey, you know what? You're in the way of my progress here. But Reed says, I've been doing that all game long. Sebastian Demas. Hogan off Farfel that time. Throwing it. Hogan, I believe, is going to throw it in. Off the header. Marion, a long distance shot, and it goes harmlessly by the net. The 6-yard. Konecki gives it to Demas, and Demas will get the goal kick going. Demas down to central, intercepted. Hagar to Marion, and it goes over to Konecki again. Konecki up to midfield. Gomez a touch. Gomez controlling the soccer ball. He gave it away. Now here's Demas. Up the central, off of the head of Stevenson, and no problem that time for Jorge Montgomery. As Reed Gross coming at him. Ismael Uno in his central. Haggard. Haggard's got one of the 5 goals in a match, unofficially. Intercepted by Sebastian Demas. Now sent all the way into the 18-yard box. Konecki ranging off to his left, and he goes past the goal line. Goal kick now for the red and white. Demas. Francisco Gomez stopping the soccer ball nicely, keeping it in the defensive third. Now Haggard, he's got a teammate, and he puts it in the back of the net, and that is Kean Hogan. Hogan gives the Surf the 6th goal of the match, all here in the second half. Hogan, beautiful shot that time. The Surf being able to spread it around goal-wise is a dangerous thing for opposing teams because they don't know who will be able to put it in the back of the net. And there's many guys who can do just that. Makes it very tough to control what the Surf are trying to do and end up with a victory. Another reason why they're in first place. On the run, Haggard goes down. No call by the central ref. He says play on. On the near side, it goes out of play in his boys under 9 match. Good look there at Ismael Uno, number 6. Throwing it in. He was looking for Gomez, and Gomez couldn't control it. One player in the deep back, but Stevenson has enough speed to get to it. Push it across midfield. Haggard going out wide to Hogan. It went off the top of the crossbar, and Hogan, a player who was playing in a defensive spot of things in the first half, he's been very offensive here in the second half. Still 6-0. It was a Coast Soccer League game that we did earlier this fall where a team scored many goals, and his Surf being one of the team that you could say has scored many goals in a match in boys under 9 category for 2010, winning this one against CV Manchester 6-0. We hope you enjoyed all the action in this match, and we will have interviews and closing comments from the young men who contributed in this action today out there on the pitch from the San Diego Polo Grounds in the Presidio League. Greg G.K. Porter back here with the San Diego Surf, and they were victorious. Was it 6-0?
I think it was 7-0 or 6-0. I lost track.
Well, you guys played a great match, and you are?
I'm Eitan Braziner.
Okay. Eitan, talk about just the way the season has gone for you.
For me or for my team?
For you.
For me, I have had my good games and my okay games, and I think my team is doing very well, and that's it.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun this year, right?
It's been fun, yeah. A lot of wins, no losses.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
Talk about things outside of soccer for you. Do you have pets at home? Do you have brothers and sisters that play soccer or whatever?
I have 2 older sisters that dance all the time.
Okay, all right.
And I like to play Wii.
Okay.
And that's it.
Now, is certain game that you like to play with the Wii?
Yeah, FIFA 10.
All right. You're good at that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
good
fun.
deal. Alrighty, when it comes to going to school, you have a favorite subject or teacher?
I like Hebrew and history.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. Alrighty. Okay, good luck in the rest of the season, okay?
Thank you.
Alrighty. And let me talk to your teammate, and you are?
Christopher Hagar.
Okay. Christopher, talk about this match.
It was good. We won by a lot, but it was still fun.
Okay. Well, it seemed like in the second half you guys had a different mindset. What did your coach tell you at the end of the first half?
He says just touch the ball, play it, and get a lot of crosses, get a lot of touches, and shoot. Get chances, and you'll score if you get chances.
Did it seem like once you guys scored a couple of goals that they were having a hard time trying to even match you guys or mark you guys? It seemed like they kind of lose a little bit of confidence, so to speak?
Yeah, I think so, because they were just staying back in their half, and we were dominating the game.
All right, Christopher, when it's not soccer for you, you have any brothers and sisters, or and do they play soccer? You got any family pets?
I have 2 sisters that play soccer and 1 brother that plays soccer.
Okay. Family pets or video games you do at home?
I have an Xbox 360 and I like to play FIFA 11.
All right, sounds good. Christopher, at school, what's your favorite subject, or do you have a favorite teacher?
I like science and math and PE.
All right, those are good things right there. Let me talk to your teammate to the outside, and you are?
Michael Scavuzzo.
Okay, Michael, talk about this match and this season for you.
It was really fun, and I've scored about 80 goals this season, and it's been really fun.
Alrighty, and it's been a lot of fun for you guys as a team. What does your coach tell you before every game to be mindful of?
Try your hardest and never give up.
Okay. Well, it seems like you guys did that, especially in the second half. You guys turned it to another level. Is that what it's going to take to win the championship?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. When it's not soccer for you, at home, do you got brothers and sisters, or do you have family pets or anything?
Step-sister and two step-brothers, and they all really like soccer.
All right. Good deal. What teams are they on?
Well, they don't really play for teams, but they're really good.
All right. Good deal. Good deal. Okay. At school, what's your favorite subject or teacher over there?
There's this teacher named Matt, and he's really good. And there's this teacher that we call Mr. B, and he's our science teacher.
All right, sounds good. Good luck in the rest of the season, you guys, and for the surf.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
See you next time.
Greg G.K. Porter back here with the surf, and you are?
Chase Marion.
Okay, Chase, talk about this match and the whole season for you.
It was a tough match for us. It's been one of our hardest matches yet, and well, we've had a great season so far, and this is pretty much actually my first year here at the Surf. I was actually playing on for the Manchester before I came.
So you made a good decision, came over here to the surf, huh?
Yep.
All righty, when it's not soccer for you, talk about at home. You got any brothers and sisters, family pets or anything?
I have one dog, one brother, and I play PlayStation 3 most of the time if I'm not playing soccer. I play FIFA 11 on it, and it's pretty easy for me since I already play soccer.
That's got to be a lot of fun. I know you could beat me. I wouldn't even try to play you. I'd be lost in the first. It'd be 7-0 before the game's even a couple minutes old. Well, I tell you what. When you go to school, what's your favorite subject, and you have a favorite teacher?
My favorite subject is probably math after PE, but math is my favorite teacher is Mr. Bales. Because he's the only boy teacher and he likes sports. He likes soccer a lot, and he teaches it mostly like soccer. Like instead of like calling a hand, he'll pass the soccer ball, and you can when you stand up, and then you can put the soccer ball in your hand, and you can answer the question. So it's a lot funny for me.
School makes it fun. He makes it fun in school. All right, let me talk to your teammate in the Central and your.
Ishmael Uno.
Ishmael, talk about this match and the whole season.
Well, this match was pretty tough at the first half, but the second it wasn't that tough since we started to get to go. And the season, it's been a good season. We've been about undefeated. We only lost once to LAFC, and yeah.
Yeah, that was
in
a tournament.
Yeah, that was in a tournament, and that's it, yeah.
Okay. Ishmael, when it's not soccer for you, when it's at home, you got any family pets, or what do you do at home with your, things you like to do?
When I go home, I usually sometimes go outside and kind of play soccer with my brother, or I invite Derek, and we go play soccer in the living room. And I have two brothers. One does Taekwondo, and the other plays soccer also.
All right. Good deal, good deal. At school, what's your favorite subject or favorite teacher over there?
PE, and because our PE teacher, he teaches us soccer sometimes, and Mr. Tracy, who's our PE coach, that's my favorite teacher because, again, he likes sports, and yeah.
All right, good deal. Thank you, Ishmael. And you are on the outside?
Derek Stevenson.
Okay. Derek, talk about how much fun it was to play in this match.
It was fun, but the first half was kind of hard. In the second half, we just started to playing better. Yeah.
Okay. So it's a great season for you guys. What do you guys got to do to win it all?
Just pass, play good, and score goals.
Okay, and you did that today. When it's not soccer for you, you got any family pets or brothers and sisters at home you like to play with, video games and stuff?
I have 4 brothers and 2 dogs, and once I play Xbox, I usually like playing 2010 FIFA World Cup.
Alrighty. When you go to school, you got a favorite subject or teacher over there?
PE, and because my teacher, she likes playing soccer, and we do a lot of fun stuff with him or her.
All right, well, you three, good luck in the rest of the season. All right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
Greg G.K. Porter back here with one of the players from the other team, CV Manchester, and they're a good club, and it was a 0-0 match in the first half. And you are?
Reed Gross.
Reed, you played well for your club. What happened in the second half to you guys? I mean, you've played these guys before, but what basically happened in the second half?
Our defenders started like missing the ball, and we weren't doing a good job defending, and our goalkeeper was making a lot of errors. And we weren't tackling the ball.
Okay. Well, you know, this is one of those games we're playing a first-place team, but, you know, there's a lot more soccer left to go, and then, of course, the playoffs and everything. You look forward to good things with your teammates, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. For you, when you're not playing soccer, talk about things at home for you. Do you have any family pets? Do you video games you play, other little things, you know, run around in the neighborhood?
I have 2 dogs, Clam and Marky. I have 2 sisters, Lauren and Nicole, and I like to play Wii NHL 10.
Oh, so you like to play the hockey one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love me some hockey with my LA Kings. Anyway, outside of that, when you go to school, you got a favorite subject or a teacher over there?
I like math.
Okay. All right. No favorite teacher?
Maybe Miss Lack.
All right. Good deal. Good deal. Okay, let me talk to one of the last of the CV or of the San Diego Surf. Definitely not the least in your.
Jorge Montgomery.
Jorge, you got to play the keeper at the very end. You were on a pitch in the first half. Talk about the way this whole thing unfolded for you guys as far as scoring and just really being on top of this match.
Well, first half it was a little harder because we didn't pass a lot, and the second half it was a little easier because then we kept passing and all that.
All right. Well, these are the types of matches that are a lot of fun when you guys definitely are able to produce at the time you want to, whether it be in the first half or the second half, and come out victorious. But the basic thing is that your team has learned a lot this year. Talk about maybe some things that you've learned this year over last year.
I learned how to overlap, I learned how to talk, I learned a lot of the other stuff.
All right, it's a lot of fun. When you're not playing soccer, do you have any family pets or video games or things? What do you like to do at home?
Well, I usually play with my sister, and I used to have a dog. I used to play with him.
Okay.
And I like playing Xbox FIFA World Cup.
Okay.
And sometimes when I come home from soccer, I juggle.
All right, good deal. So you're a juggler, okay. When you go to school, you got a favorite subject or teacher at school?
My favorite subject is science, and my favorite teacher is Mr. Cotter.
Okay, all righty. Well, both of you, good luck in the rest of your seasons, okay?
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you.
And that's basically going to do it right here from the San Diego Polo Grounds. The Surf older guys are about ready to crank it up out there on the pitch. We hope you enjoyed all the action on the pitch. And the boys under 9 Presidio League winning it 6-0 over CV Manchester was the Surf. For George Langevin on the video camera, I'm Greg G.K. Porter saying take care of yourself. God bless. And as always, save this one on the hard drive. Bye now.